Hi everyone, in this example we don't have a direct integral. You have to do something to prepare the inside function, then you can integrate the function you have. So in part A you have to use the conjugate and you have to use the identity sine squared of x plus cosine squared x equals to 1. So this is your hint in this example. So firstly you have to multiply the inside function by its conjugate, and the conjugate is 1 minus sine theta, divided by 1 minus sine of phi. Now you have to multiply the functions in denominator. So 1 plus sine of phi times 1 minus sine of phi, it is the difference between two squares, and the answer will be the first one square minus the second one squares. So we have 1 squared, which is 1 minus sine squared of phi. What about numerator? Numerator is a function multiplied by 1, which means you will have the same function, which is 1 minus sine of phi. Now from this identity you have to move sine squared to the right hand side, and you will get 1 minus sine square equals cosine square. So the simplification in denominator is cosine square of phi, and up we have 1 minus sine of phi. Now you have to distribute the function and denominator in all terms of numerator, and you will get 1 over cosine squared of phi minus sine of phi divided by cosine squared of phi. Now as you know, 1 over cosine is secant, which means 1 over cosine square equals to secant squared of phi minus, here you have to rewrite cosine squared as cosine times cosine, and you will get 1 over cosine times sine of phi divided by cosine of phi. Now you can replace 1 over cosine of phi as secant of phi, so we can rewrite secant, and as you know, sine divided by cosine is tan, so we can replace this rational function by tan of phi. Now our inside function is ready to integrate. So our integration is integration of secant square of phi minus secant of phi tan phi d phi. As you know, the integration of secant square is tan, so we have tan of phi minus, and the integration of secant phi tan phi is secant plus c, which is the constant of integration. So this is the end of part A. In part B you have to use the double angle formula. This is our identity cosine 2x equals to cosine squared x minus 1. So you have to prepare the inside function, and you have to write the inside function as 1 over 1 plus, rewrite cosine 2x as 2 cosine squared x minus 1. So this is equal 1 over 1 plus, no need to brackets here, so we have 2 cosine squared x minus 1. Now we can cancel 1 with minus 1, and you'll get 1 over 2 cosine square of x. Now if you move cosine squared up, you will get secant squared, since secant x equal 1 over cosine, and you will get 1 over 2 as a constant factor multiplied by secant squared of x. So then our integration, it will be integration of 1 over 2 times secant square x dx. Now you can integrate this function because the integration of secant square is tan, and the answer will be 1 over 2 multiplied by tan of x plus the constant of integration. And that's it. Thank you.